number 3. You.
The Olympia School District in Washington saw racism at the high school level.
You suck! Number 3's a gorilla. Number 3, you're a...
In a game between Lacey High and Capitol High in the middle of January, bigoted fans racially abused a black player.
Yes! No! What's going on? I don't even know. Yeah!
Unfortunately, these incidents just keep occurring. At the free throw line was Mekhi Brown of Portola High School in Orange County, California.
Mekhi, I'm so sorry that this happened to you.
At Connell High School in the state of Washington, more of the same. The lack of change is depressing, as it is predictable. In the original video was Kwai Steplight's son, a student at River Ridge High in Lacey. The school's basketball team was playing the team at Capitol High in Olympia when Steplight said a student yelled out a racial slur at his 16-year-old son. Here is a photo of Mr. Steplight, who is sticking his neck out to make a real difference for the betterment of the community. According to him, the racist students tagged his son in the video because they wanted to show him what they said about him. I needed to move forward and set the example that we're not going to tolerate this, said Steplight. But then it got more derogatory when they started calling him a gorilla, and then you could hear the students section start to hear the gorilla sound, and then you could see some of them do the hand gestures, he said.
All right, y'all. This is it. This is moment of truth right here. What do we want?
Safe school!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Safe school!
What do we want?
Now!
Because of the events that have come to light, over 200 students staged a walkout to call attention to racism and other harmful behavior. Among the speakers was Kwai Steplight. He said the incident has gone viral and has captured the attention of black and brown leaders in the country who are coming to our aid, Steplight said. They are making phone calls, sending letters. Steplight called on the students to get their families involved. Part of their protest was this point that seems so obvious yet fails to be addressed. Via River Ridge student Izzy James. James said he was propelled to act after 2 recent incidents. He was confronted by a student from Olympia who directed a racial epithet at him, and he acknowledged that he responded with violence and was suspended from school. He said the school has protocols for fights, bomb threats, and active shooters, but no protocol for racial violence. Steplight said Capitol High School's principal and athletic director apologized to him, but he has not yet heard from the racist student who called his son a gorilla. He also went on to explain a painful part of his past. There's a line drawn in the sand, Thurston County and then Olympia. If you go into Olympia, you don't know what you're going to get. You know you're not welcome. Every time we're at football games, basketball, baseball, whatever, we get consistent stories from families about how we're treated, Steplight said. They used to paint their faces black at Capitol and Olympia games. Everyone seemed like it was okay. The parents there, the staff at the top of the bleachers. Nobody ever says anything, he continued. Everyone is too scared to say or do anything. I've been around enough families and kids. People feel like nothing is going to happen. Superintendent of the Olympia School District, Patrick Murphy, seen here on the OSD website, apologized via a weak statement. The racism, however, did not cease. While he was in geometry class, Amari said he got pushback from a classmate. Quote, basically she was just saying, if you look like something, then you look like something. You shouldn't just really take it to heart, said Amari. KIRO News Radio got a bevy of emails from parents with stories from high school sporting events in Olympia. Parents of athletes of color reported similar incidents to last week's game, with fans at Olympia School District high schools regularly yelling racist insults to members of rival teams. One mom said that when she tried to alert adults at the school during the game, she was brushed off. Others reported videos circulating with racist slurs, a student driving around with a Confederate flag hanging out of his car, and even a situation where Capitol High School students chased down and ran a car of black students from another school off the road after a game. It's not even just the basketball games, Steplight said. People are telling me stories from the football games. People seem like they're ready to speak out. Here's to hoping they do.